First shot is from space, looking at a mysterious orange planet. It could be Earth after all hell breaks loose, or maybe Xandar, which is also where the Power Stone is being guarded. Nick Fury kicks off the narration of the trailer with "There was an idea," which was from the speech Fury gave to the Avengers after Coulson died in the first film. We then get a shot of a very sad and brooding Tony Stark. He's holding the bloodied hand of one of his friends. Could this be Captain America? Could this be Pepper Potts? Please God, no. It's not completely clear where he is, but there are particles floating around as if it's in space. That's unlikely though because he has no suit on. This is probably after one of Thanos' catastrophic attacks, or there's a chance that this is just one of Tony's visions of the future. We then see Bruce Banner waking up in a hole looking exhausted and looking like he crash landed. This could have been at the end of a Hulk rampage, as we've seen this Banner expression before. However, it could also be a look of shock after how handedly he was defeated by Thanos or the Black Order. Next up, Doctor Strange and Wong are like, who the hell is this guy, and how did you get here? This could be the first time they've encountered the Hulk, which would explain Strange's expression and Wong's combative pose. Scarlet Witch and Vision share a bedroom, and it looks like they've been a couple for some time. And Vision looks like a normal human, except for that whole mind gem thing in his forehead. If Vision and Scarlet Witch both survive Infinity War, maybe we'll get a chance to see their children in later movies like we did in the comics. It's a really long story. Next, a shot of Thor in space, and it looks like he's on the Milano, the customized M ship used by Peter Quill in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Spoilers if you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok or that leaked trailer footage, but we all know that at some point he ends up landing on their windshield. We then get Bruce Banner standing next to Iron Man's Hulkbuster suit and talking to a character off screen. Judging by the outfit, it's safe to say that this is Black Widow, and they look to be on Wakanda, where a major battle will happen. We then get a close-up of Black Widow, who ditched the red hair for a new blonde look. This might be the moment when she first sees Banner again for the first time. Next up, the New York City skyline. In the background, you can see the iconic Avengers Tower. This is probably ground zero for all the destruction that happens in Avengers Infinity War. Back at the Sanctum Sanctorum, Wong, Doctor Strange, Banner, and Tony are all hanging out, but they look extremely concerned. Something is happening outside, and Tony heads for the door. Meanwhile, Peter Parker is taking a school bus, and his spidey senses are tingling. He senses some immediate danger as the hairs on his arms stand up. What could it be? Well, a strange circular structure is floating in the sky, perhaps one of Thanos' ships, a portal of some sort, or a destructive energy weapon. There is already a ton of damage to New York City, and multiple houses are on fire. So Strange, Tony, Banner, and Wong are like, "Aw shit, let's do this." Tony moves towards the camera, removes his glasses, and takes a closer look at the structure. That sweatshirt he's wearing probably lets Tony look totally normal while walking around New York, but also allows him to quickly turn into Iron Man. Cut to a bunch of dead bodies, possibly Asgardians, on the ground as Loki steps over them. So Thanos and company attack the Asgardian ship, and this is the result. Everyone's favorite bad guy, Loki, is holding the Tesseract. This confirms that he swiped it from Odin's vault to present to Thanos. As you might recall, the other threatened Loki, telling him that if he did not get the Tesseract for Thanos, Thanos would find him. So is Loki back to being a bad guy? It sure looks like it. A dark portal opens up in space, and Thanos makes his grand entrance. He's traveling light. He's not wearing the elaborate armor or helmet that we've seen him in previously. Thanos looks around, surveys the place, and then smirks ever so slightly. Finally, Iron Spider suit. Spidey jumps onto that giant space onion ring in his new suit that Tony showed him at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming. That new armor will certainly be put to the test. Next up, Thor is shown in the middle of a contraption made up of a series of rings, giving us a new version of the Civil War shot of Captain America in the helicopter. Is he trying to close a portal or hold it open? Or maybe he's serving as a power conduit, which would tie in nicely to his new powers that he got in Thor Ragnarok. In a blink and you'll miss it shot, a character can be seen throwing a spear into darkness. This is Proxima Midnight, who, for the movies at least, is rumored to be one of Thanos' children. More importantly, she is a member of the deadly Black Order. And the person in the shadows effortlessly grabs the spear out of midair. By the way, that spear is a serious weapon. Thanos gave the spear to Proxima Midnight, and it was created from a sun trapped in distorted space-time, acting and operating as a star, supernova, and a black hole all at once. Bottom line, you don't want to get stabbed by it. Then we get Black Panther on screen to deliver one of the best lines of the trailer.
And get this man a shield.
Well, there's only one person that uses a shield. Yep, Captain America. Love the beard, Steve. Love the beard. Cap is no longer wearing his iconic costume, instead going for a much darker, covert op-style number that is very reminiscent of something his pal Winter Soldier would wear. Remember guys, Wakanda is known for its vibranium, which is what Cap's shield is made of. Quick shot of Scarlet Witch, clearly caught off guard, lets out a smile that's also a sigh of relief. This looks like it's from a different sequence, possibly when Scarlet Witch and Vision first come into contact with the Black Order and hold them off for a bit. The next shot is the Hulkbuster armor landing in an open field. It looks like Wakanda and connects to the earlier shot of Banner standing next to the Hulkbuster arm. Although Tony traditionally uses the suit in fights against Hulk, Banner looked fairly casual in the previous image, so we're thinking that he probably isn't trading blows with his green buddy here. Close-up of Black Widow in action. It looks like she has Proxima Midnight's spear and maybe even using it against her. Or is that her good friend Loki, who she's had run-ins with before? Doctor Strange back on the streets of a destroyed New York City looking at something in the sky. Among the quick cuts between battle shots, these strange structures fall from the sky and plunge itself into the ground. This could be something that Thanos is using in order to take over Earth, perhaps even terraform it. Or maybe it's how his army is delivered to the ground. There is a major battle going down in Wakanda. Cap is cracking skulls along with Black Panther in his new suit. Black Panther delivers a crushing blow to an ugly four-armed alien enemy that looks a lot like Goro mixed with the Chitauri. Those are the Outriders, who are a race of genetically engineered humanoid creatures that Thanos and the Black Order use as an army. So why is this going down in Wakanda? Well, my guess is that that's where the Soul Gem is, and Thanos obviously wants it. We'll have to wait until Black Panther to confirm that. New suit, no problem. Thanos delivers a punishing chokeslam to Iron Spider-Man, proving just how powerful he really is. Another shot of Tony Stark, and it looks like it follows the shot from the beginning of the trailer. Please don't let Cap die. Vision is overpowered by the Black Order and is on the verge of having the Mind Stone removed from him. This stone is essentially his soul and the source of his power, so without it, he could die. Hopefully this is when Cap, Black Widow, and Scarlet Witch come to save their friend. Here we get a clear shot of the giant gauntlet Thanos wears and uses to house the Infinity Stones. Currently in it are the Power Gem and the Space Stone, so that means at some point he did take the orb from the Nova Corps headquarters. With those in his possession, Thanos is more powerful than ever before. Iron Man and Thanos face off on what looks to be a giant asteroid in the sky. Iron Man is clearly no match for Thanos as he lays him out with a single punch. Assault rifle in hand, the Winter Soldier is thawed out and fights alongside the Wakandans. Also joining the fight is obviously Black Panther surrounded by his people. We get a quick shot of Falcon flying above the epic battle providing air support. And here we get an awesome sequence of everyone joining the fight. Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Captain America, Okoye, Black Panther all charging into battle. Behind them are War Machine, Hulk, and Falcon, along with a considerable amount of Wakandans. And they're going up against an army of Outriders. Cut back to Thor, who's been through a whole lot of shit and still has only one eye.
Who the hell are you guys?
Of course, he's with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And yep, that's Teenage Groot. Now, notable absences from this trailer are Ant-Man and Wasp, who are confirmed to be in the film, but just not featured here. Or maybe Ant-Man was in the trailer in every single shot, but we just can't see him. And finally, the absolute worst part of the trailer. We have to wait until May 2018.